Hey guys, Kamakuno, and today I'm doing a review for Justice League issue 10, so let's see what's going on with this issue. But before I start this review, I just want to give you a little update. The reason I really wasn't on Comic Vine or YouTube that much this week was because my grandfather passed away this week, and please keep him in your prayers. And thank you so much, guys, for understanding. Thank you so much. Just want to update you guys and tell you. But let's start this review for Justice League issue 10. So let's start. Let's talk about the cover first. There's a new villain. His name is Graves, and I was pretty interested by this cover. It was good art. Jim Lee, I think, did it. It looks like his art. Yeah, so I liked his art. I liked the cover, and it got me excited. So new villain and new story arc. But let's see what's going on with this issue. See if I like the story. So like I said, there's this new villain named Graves, and he takes your worst nightmares or your worst fears or things you really are sad about and twist them and make you like kind of die because of them. So in the end of this issue, we get to see the Justice League goes up against them, and Wonder Woman sees her her mother. There's other things also, but they didn't really show it. But also everyone else is showing their worst fears, and then Superman says, "Oh, Pa." So obviously they're talking about Jonathan Kent. So really they're showing again all their worst fears, and he knows so much about them and really sucking the life out of them. And he knows more than what the Justice League members know about their own teammates. Like Superman is a reporter, or Flash has a girlfriend named Patty and works in a crime lab. And everyone, all these things. Also maybe I think they had something on Wonder Woman. I think it had to do with Steve Trevor. But just like showing all these things that, wow, we didn't know that. Like I said, this Graves guy knows a lot more about these teammates, about the teammates of the Justice League than, their own fellow teammates. And I think that's kind of interesting. And the one thing I really had a problem with this issue, though, is that they didn't know so much about each other. The basics, like Superman's a reporter, Flash has a girlfriend. Like, those things, I feel like they've been a team for 5 years. You would think they would get closer, but it seems like this is the first mission they had. It doesn't seem like they've grown for those 5 years. And that kind of annoys me in this issue, and I was kind of annoyed by that. Also, I think a lot of people have mentioned this, but I feel like these are different characters than what we see in their solo series, and I don't think that should be. I don't want to be reading a series with different characters. I want to see the characters I see in these solo series. Like Flash. Flash, I guess not really. Flash does show his personality, but totally Superman. Superman's a character you could see that is not like the character in the series. The character in the series is more, I don't know, I feel like the character in Justice League is more like the before the New 52, and the character in Action Comics, let's say, is more like, oh, I'm more sure of myself, I guess less timid. And in this, he's more of like what he was before. So I feel like the Justice League members are very disconnected to their solo series, and I think a lot of people have a problem with that. And I hate that these are feel like different characters, and you do notice that a lot in this issue. And again, I feel like they haven't really grown as a team either if they don't know so much about each other. After 5 years, you would think they would trust each other. So I hate that about this issue. The one thing I did like about this issue a lot was that, this new villain, Graves, he seems very interesting. He seems powerful. He just drains the life out of Superman. You gotta be a kind of powerful person to do that. And so he seems very interesting. It seems like we could learn more about the characters of the superheroes in this story arc because of that. Learn their fears, learn maybe the teammates can learn more about each other because of that also. So again, I didn't really love this issue. The art was good. Again, this villain, he definitely has great possibilities. But I didn't love it. It felt short. And I was actually going to give this issue a 3. Say not pick it up. But I might give this lower just because I just feel like, it really is Justice League. This series has been like that. It's been very disconnected, very short. There's the past 2 issues have been great. I really love that. I think it was a Steve Trevor issue and a Green Arrow issue. Those are 2 issues that are great. And I was saying, wow, Justice League is finally back. And then we get an issue like that, and it just wasn't that good. I'm gonna give this issue a 2. Again, I'm just very disappointed with it. It's very short, but that's what Geoff Johns does. His writing is very short, and that's fine with me. I don't really care if it was a good story and a short read. Just that means you enjoyed it that much. And it's also because you have to fit the Shazam stuff also. but it is a $4 comic. You do want to get a lot of story, and I feel like it just like was cut short. It's like, yeah, like what else? We need more. And it wasn't even that it was a cliffhanger. It just felt like it just wasn't enough story. Again, so I just not loving. I mean, I do. Again, there are possibilities of liking this series because the last 2 issues were really good. I loved it, and the first couple issues were good. But then here and there, there's issues that are like, wow, why am I reading this? You know. And I felt like this was issues like, why am I reading this? But again, there might be issues in the future saying, wow, I'm so glad I am reading this. So, again, hopefully the Graves character gives us a little bit more story in the next issue, because I feel like if the story arc is going to be good, it's concentrating on that villain. So hopefully we get to see that in the next issue. Let's talk about the Shazam backstory. I gotta say, I think something that really makes me realize I don't like the Justice League as much, at least for this issue, is the Shazam story, because I love the Shazam story, and there's really, the one thing is really keeping me to read this this series is because of the last 2 issues and the Shazam story. I love it. I want every issue. I'm like, I want more. I wish this was a you know, its own series, ongoing series. I personally love it. We get to learn more about Billy, and you see that Billy's not that bad of a guy. You know, you get to see that he's just lonely. He doesn't know how to act because he's been to foster home. You know, he's just trying to find his way. He doesn't know who to trust. And then we get to see, I think it's Freddy. I'm not sure if this was Freddy, but I'm pretty sure this is Freddy. But he follows Billy and says, "Oh, so I thought you were gonna run away or something." But you see, Billy has a friend, Tawny. Tawny is a big part of the Shazam story, but in a different way. Again, I was reading the Shazam's comics. I've been getting into Shazam because of this this backstory. I love it. So I've been reading some of the Shazam stories, and you see that Tawny was their stuffed animal. Mary, you know, Captain Marvel and Mary Marvel. You get to see that was their stuffed animal. They found each other, and but now we get to see Tawny in a whole different light. He's he's part of a zoo, and this is like Billy's friend. So I really like that. And you also see in the end of this issue, like Billy getting closer to maybe his family. You know, realizing maybe I should be close to them, and you know, you get to see like kind of a smile on Billy's face in the end. You haven't seen that in a while. So I love how this character is growing in just this backstory. You know, not backstory, but this secondary story. It's short, but it's like so much progression. You're seeing how this character changes. You're just like, when is he gonna become Shazam? You know. So I love it. I love it. And we get to see Black Adam in the end. So love this Shazam story. I wish it was ongoing. It's one of the reasons I've been picking up Justice League, because of the Shazam story. It really is great. And it's a good amount of pages, and it feels like the story is, you know, a big amount of story. You get a lot of progression. So this is Comic Uno. I hope you guys enjoyed. I give it a 2. I say don't pick it up, but if you want to pick up for Shazam, I would understand why you would want to pick it up, because Shazam's story is really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. In the description below will be 2 links for both my Twitters, for Rant Situations and Comic Uno. I have news about those YouTube channels on my Twitter. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys. Bye.